So this is a video blog that I am doing about moving from California to Chicagoland, a suburb of Chicago. And I'm doing this because I was looking for something like this on YouTube and I couldn't find anything. And I figured it would be a kind of a thing that a lot of people would be doing because a lot of people, when they reach a certain age, kind of sell their house and move to a different place. And because I wasn't finding anything, I thought, well, let me see what I can do because I want to chronicle the experience because it's a big one. It's a big one to take your life that you've lived in one place. I've lived in California since 1970, and I've lived in lots of places in California, but I've lived in this house since 2008. It's a big thing to take that and to leave it. And so I'm trying to figure out how to do that. I'm trying to figure out how to do that well. And so this is the second video about that. So this weekend, I spent time doing the things that I do as I'm getting the house ready to sell. So the house goes for sale the Monday after Easter, which is the first Monday in April. So this is the January, let's see, 20th. This is January 20th. So we have basically 60, 70 days till the house goes on the market. And one of the things about when a house goes on the market is you want to have everything already. And so it's like 100% there. You don't want to be still trying to put things together when you get the house on the market. So this week, we spent some time working on the list. And the list has kind of all the big projects. And then, of course, as we go along, we see that there's other things we've got to do. So this week on the list, I thought I would start on the front porch. So when you sell your house, one of the things you have to deal with is first impressions. And some of the first impressions are certainly how the front porch looks. And my front porch does not look very good. It looks fine. It looks fine to live here, but it doesn't look like it needs to look if you want other people to look at it and feel warm and friendly toward it. So a couple components we worked on. My husband changed out the light and he dealt with that. I dealt with restaining. So I bought some stain on Amazon for staining the front porch, which had already been a concrete that had been stained. And this was just kind of refreshing that because it was pretty dated looking. And then I have a bench there and I have to repaint that. And I had to just kind of deal with a couple plants that were there, trimming those. There were a lot of just little junky things that were on the front porch, a little birdhouse, a couple little things that I got rid of. There was a bell that the previous owners had installed on the front porch that needed a refresh. There was a big star that also needed a refresh. So here's how it looked before, so you can kind of see what it looked like. And you see that, you know, it's a friendly enough porch, but it's not great. So then here's how it looks now, and you can see it's not 100% difference, but it sure feels different to me. So it feels different to have the front porch stained and refreshed, to have the bench painted a different color, to have the star by the front door to be painted black, to have the bell that's there repainted, and then to have dealt with some of the plants and kind of made them a little more symmetrical, a little better looking. So that took really the whole day. And it was actually way more work than I thought it was going to be. I think one of the things I'm learning in this is that everything takes a day. So to paint the mantle takes a day. To paint the mirror, which is also something I did this weekend, seems to take a day. Now, of course it doesn't really, but it feels like it does. So this weekend I did the front porch, most of it. I did not finish it all this weekend. And then I also painted the mirror in the bathroom. And that was about it. So what I'm learning about the move is that you have to start really early on these things, and that it takes quite a lot of time to do them. Also learning the power of the color black, that painting something black really can elevate it, which I had heard. I listened to a podcast that these two women do on design, and they talk about having something in every room that's black, which I just, it's one of those things where you're like, oh, sure, that does make sense. But then when you actually see it, it makes a tremendous sense. So painting the mantle in the front room black, painting the mirror in the bathroom black, and now painting the star and the bell on the front porch black, I think really makes it look a ton better, a ton more polished and finished. So this week, I am meeting on Tuesday with the termite guy. I know we have termites in the garage because I have seen their dust on the top of the car. So I want to deal with that before the house goes on the market. I'm sure it's going to be dealing with the termites and then dealing with whatever repairs. There's always some kind of damage termites do. So dealing with that. So I'll be dealing with that on Tuesday. The other thing I want to do this week is reach out to the glass guy. I have a couple windows that look very cloudy, and it's because there's a seal between the panes of glass. And I think the previous owners who put these windows in did not get the top of the line windows. They got just, I think your Home Depot windows. And I've had to replace the seal on several of them already. And so this is the last one I'm going to be replacing. I'll replace this seal and these two panes of glass. So this week, the front porch gets the final touches, and then also the termite guy will be coming out, and also the glass guy. So those will be the things that we'll be working on this week.